find an equation, it gives you a point and a slope. So obviously you should use point-slope form. If I gave you the slope and the y-intercept, you should use slope-intercept form. But that's not what you're given here. So this is your x1, y1. And your slope, m, is 4. So we are going to plug into point-slope form, y minus y1 equals m, x minus x1. Okay, m goes in for your, or that's your slope. So that is, 4. And then you do x minus y minus. Okay, let's fill it in. Our point is 2, negative 7. So do I need to, do I have to have 2 negatives since I have a negative 7?
No.
Yes. You could switch it to a plus, which you can do in a second, but it's plus plus. Remember, it's the same kind of thing as with your slope formula. And then here it's y minus 2, or sorry, x minus 2. You can simplify that, y minus negative 7. That looks kind of tacky. Remember, you switch it to y plus 7 equals 4, x minus 2. Okay, this is a perfectly acceptable equation of a line. If I just ask for an equation of a line, then that's done enough, okay? So yes, it's just point-slope form, but you can leave it there. You could also keep going. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways that you could write it. So you could leave it in point-slope form. You could move the 7 to the other side. So it's plus 7. How would you move it? Subtract. Okay, so if I subtract the 7, 4 x minus 2 minus 7, that's also okay. This is not any kind of like, there's no name for this, okay? It's just a linear function. I just haven't distributed. That might bother you. So I'm showing it to you because this is a lot of times how they will leave it in like calculus. They leave it like this. But then if we take that and we take it a step further, you might be more familiar with distributing and solving like this. Y minus 2 minus 7, or x minus 2 minus 7. What am I doing? Forgot the y equals. Okay. Did I forget the 4? What is going on? Can't do it today, guys. Okay. Y equals 4. Okay, distribute and solve. If you distribute this and combine like terms, then you should have slope-intercept form. So trying to give you 3 different ways you could do it. 4x minus 8 minus 7. You got some like terms. And so you get y equals 4x minus 15. What equation is this? Or what's the name of that? Slope-intercept. Okay, so if I ask for slope-intercept, you have to take it all the way into this. You could have distributed at this step, distribute, and then move the 7 over. That's fine too. But if I just ask for an equation of a line, then you could stop at point-slope form, okay? But any of these 1, 2, 3 are actually okay, so I'll box that one as well. I just don't have a name for this guy, all right? Do any of them. I don't care. Okay, on this next one, I'll probably just do point-slope form since it just asks for the equation. So equation of the line passing through the points 2, negative 7, and 3, negative 4. You've got points. Do you know the slope? No. So what do you think you should do? Find the slope. Okay. Can you find the slope for me, please? I will do it on the board if you need me to do it for you, but see if you can do it yourself. You just did a progress check on this. Oh, don't forget to subtract negative 7. So here, if it usually helps if I put parentheses, like you put parentheses around the negative 7, that might help you not forget to put 2 negative signs. So you end up doing plus plus. It becomes 3 over 1, or 3 is your slope. Does not matter what point you choose whatever one you prefer. They both have a negative, so you're not really dodging that. So I'm just going to choose 3, negative 4. Again, I think it's easiest to use point-slope form. So y minus y1 equals m, x minus x1. Okay, if we plug in, it would be y minus negative 4 equals 3. x minus 3. Okay, this is almost good. How should I fix this? Yeah, y, we're going to change it to y plus 4. So I am not going to take it any step further here. This is perfectly fine. What form have I left it in? Point slope form. Yes, you need to be good at knowing the difference between these. Point slope form. If you took it further and got it all the way to y equals mx plus b, that would be fine because I asked for just an equation. Slope-intercept form is what's actually useful to tell us the slope and the y-intercept. This is in standard form, ax plus by equals c, and it is useless, okay? It tells you nothing. It's helpful when you do word problems, and that's about it. So we are not doing word problems. We're just trying to find the slope and the y-intercept. So remember, you have to rearrange. See if you can do it by yourself. You would move the x term. So I would add the 3x. And then divide by what's in front of y. So 4y equals 3x plus 24. And then divide by 4. To every term. Some of us are forgetting this one. If that is what you were doing, if you left on number 2 that it was a plus 6, so it was not, you got to make sure that this one gets divided as well. If you're forgetting that, then maybe do it like this instead of doing one big division bar. That might help you. So y equals 3/4 x plus 6. What is the slope? 3/4. What is the y-intercept? 6. That is your b. Find your slope first. I think it's 3 again, which is pretty lame. It keeps being the same thing. Okay. This time we are asked for slope-intercept form. So that is y equals mx plus b is what I want. Still, the easiest way to get that is to start with point slope form and then move it into y equals mx plus b. So we're going to start with, again, y minus y1 equals m, x minus x1. Does not matter which point you choose. I'm going to choose 5, 9 so you don't get confused with all the 3's. So this is 5, 9 is my x1, y1. Y minus y1 equals m, x minus x1. Okay, so my y1 is 9, so it's y minus 9 equals 3. X minus 5 in parentheses. This would be great if it just asked for an equation, but it asks for the slope-intercept form, so you have to keep going. So this time I'm going to do it like how we do it in Algebra 2. You might like this better. You distribute first, or you can distribute first. You could move the 9 first if you want. So 3x minus 15. And then to get y by itself, I would add 9 to the negative 15. So my slope-intercept equation is this. Y equals 3x minus 6. Okay, there you go. This is slope-intercept form. That's the one I asked for, so that had better be the one you give me. If I ask for just an equation, it doesn't matter. If I ask for slope-intercept, that's the one you have to give me. All right. The slope is 3. How do you write that as a fraction? Over 1. It's positive, so it goes up 3, and slope dude always skis to the right. It starts at 6. Remember, that's the point, sorry, negative 6. That's the point 0, negative 6. So starting at negative 6, please put a point on the y-axis. Some of us are putting our starting point on the x-axis. No, Your y-intercept goes on the y-axis, that's vertical. So it goes up 3, right 1. It's called the y-intercept because it starts on the y-axis. Okay, then you can connect it and it makes a positive line. Hope I didn't mess it up. Okay, so if you want to write this down, it's probably helpful for you. Hoi bucks. Okay. It'll be on the wall for a while, but horizontal lines have a slope of 0. And our y equals a number, not a hashtag, a number, okay? Vertical lines are undefined. Uh-oh. And our x equals a number. Okay, so on your graph here, I'll give you a second, sorry. If you look at A is a what? Horizontal. Okay, so A should have a slope of what? 0. And it's going to be y equals number because it's slicing through the y-axis at a certain number. Where is it cutting through the y-axis? -3. Y is always staying at -3. So we're just writing the equations. A is y equals -3. If you want to write it out to the side. Okay, B is a vertical line. So it's going to have a slope of undefined, and it's going to be x equals a number. What is x always equal to? X is always equal to -5. It's cutting through, look right here, this point, which is -5 on the x-axis, okay? So B, x equals -5 because it was a vertical line. D, we're going to come back to C. We'll do C. Okay, C is not a vertical or horizontal line. It is diagonal. What kind of line is it? So we've got, remember slope duty goes positive, negative, 0, undefined. What is it? It is a negative line. Nice, negative. Yeah, this one is a negative line. It's going down from left to right. If there's anything that you're going to mess up on this unit, it's going to be little stuff like not writing that the slope is negative when it is. So pay attention to little stuff like that. You need to look at the y-axis. Where does it look like it's crossing? I think 4 is where it's supposed to be. Yeah, 4. And then it for sure hits again down here at 2. Or I guess you could say it's, if you notice, it's going down to right 1. But it's kind of tricky on this one. I don't love how it's graphed. Okay. The rise then is 4. The run is 2. You count the squares. But it's negative, right? So the slope is -4/2, which simplifies down to 4 divided by 2 would give me just -2. Okay, that's the slope. Where did it start on the y-axis? 4, so that's B. It's at 0, 4. Hi. Okay. So B equals 4, and now we write it as an equation of a line. So slope is -2, -2x plus B, 4. Or 4 minus 2x. I do not care how you write it. All right, try the last one, please. It's a vertical line again. You can probably do it. You're asking yourself, okay, vertical, it's got to be x equals, where's it got to slice through the x-axis?